5 streams of lava here on the left. And I'll come around on both sides a couple times.
I think all this was caused by a single volcano.
Oh, I missed that, Nick. What was
I said to think this was all done by a single volcano.
pretty neat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Certainly not palm trees and sandy beaches, but it is how Hawaii formed. And is still forming as we watch.
The water in that area looks greenish.
Yep, that's because you're seeing the sun reflecting off the black sand particles.
That's really cool looking.
When the lava hits the water, it explodes, forms tiny chunks of black sand. In fact, you can see all along when the water washes back, there's a long black sand beach that's forming here. All that sand is from this lava.
It looks like there's, it looks like there's vegetation growing over the rocks over there.
The vegetation does come back very quickly here. It takes less than a year and you'll start to see ferns and lichens growing. Now you can see the town of Calipanas right out in front of us.
Yep, I can see it.
Can you imagine living right on the edge of this eruption site?
Yep.
Have a heck of a view.
Yeah, but it'd also be pretty dangerous. All those cars down there on the road down there, they're going to be pretty disappointed when they find out that their path has been blocked back there.
Well, you know, it's actually closed off to car traffic. You can only hike out there or ride a bike. The only cars you'll see out there are state workers or the geologists or people from the national park. From here you really can see the remnants of the Royal Gardens, that little community. And all that's left there, those patches of rainforest. fact, if you look to the right in the middle of that last patch, you'll see a road cuts right through the middle of it. They call that the road to nowhere. Isn't it amazing that those trees can survive out here?
Yeah. Especially when the only water source that it has is the rain here.
What's that?
It's pretty cool how they can survive out here when their only water source is the rain.
Well, they get plenty of rain. Last year they recorded more than 200 inches of rain out in this area. So there's certainly no lack of it. And the ground is actually very fertile, even though it's hard rock. There's a couple of native Hawaiian plants that have adapted to growing in this area. Their roots are very, very strong, and they can grow right into the porous rock. Eventually, as those roots grow, they start to break that rock apart, and that kind of breaks it down into a more sandy soil. And that's when you'll see other varieties of plants starting to grow.
That's really cool.
You'll see some of the little collapsed lava tubes coming up here in front of us.
Those craters down there kind of look like an exclamation point.
Did you hike through any of the lava tubes in the park? No?
No.
There's a couple areas you could do that. I've always thought it was kind of strange being under the surface of an active volcano, though.
I can see a few plants down there.
Yeah, lots of little plants in this area. And another little kipuka, or little patch of trees here.
So, the solid rock down there, there's a gray rock and then there's that black rock.
Yeah, those are those two different types of lava. So a lava flow can actually form both types too, one single flow can. I think it might have something to do with the ground that it's moving over or the shear, the movement of the lava that causes the different types, but they're still not entirely sure. So prior to the big shift in direction in May, the lava was actually burning into the rainforest right here in front of us. It was going straight towards a little community out there called Eden Rock. The lava came within a mile of the first house before it shifted. So it was the first time in the 33 years of this eruption that they'd seen that happen. I'm sure these residents are very relieved that it stopped, but unfortunately once lava flows in a direction, it's highly likely that it'll come back that way. Anybody looking for some cheap Hawaiian property? Get you a great deal down here right now. And you just turn around and just like that, it just disappears behind you. You know, you'd never guess coming through this community that that's what you'd find on the other side. I have some friends that live out here in this little community off our left, and they said every day they feel earthquakes. When the lava was coming towards them, they could see the glow every night and smell all that smoke. Some of them have been here since that eruption began, so, you know, they've been watching it for 3 decades now. I think I might have packed my bags a while ago. Everybody doing okay after all those turns?
Yep.
Yeah? Alright. Should we go check out some waterfalls? Alright, let's go see it.